How are you all doing? Great. How are you all doing?
Great.
Okay. This working? It's the Startup Weekend, and I know all the energy is contained. You're conserving for the weekend. It's like things. It's a real honor and real pleasure to be here. When I was told about this from the team at Startup Weekend, it was an automatic yes, I needed to be here, I needed to connect with you. This is one of the most important things that we can do as a company at Microsoft to support all of you and all of your aspirations and support all of your innovations and creativity and making them realized. And so it's amazing how when I connect with people and I travel across the Gulf, how little knowledge there is out there of some of the great programs available to all of you at no cost, and no cost is my budget certainly, for building fantastic applications, for building great websites, for leveraging technology to make things happen. And so what my session about is the microphone okay? Because it kind of zones in and out. Is how we can support entrepreneurs in their plight for success. We have been working with entrepreneurs since 2007. And that's the time from which Bill Gates, his last year at Microsoft, before he went into his flight for Africa and become very philanthropic, said we have to do something for entrepreneurs globally. And so there was a lot of discussion inside the company, how do we do this exactly? Because we're a publicly traded company, and so we sell to everybody. The decision was made, it was a big one, a bold one in 2007, to take software that we otherwise charge enterprises, big companies, in the hundreds of thousands of dollars to give that software for free. And this is not trivial. If you look closely at what we have available in programs in this part, it is very significant. And it comes at a cost for us to Microsoft, and we're very okay with that. And times are changing. Times are changing. The world is migrating towards apps. And the platform has now become immaterial. It's apps in the cloud. It's apps on a tablet, apps on a PC, apps on a Surface device. The platform is less the issue. It's more about what can you do to build fantastic applications. Another one that we get regarding, is on websites. I had a fabulous conversation at an event just like this, that took place in Dubai about a month ago, with this young lady. She's half Lebanese, half Brazilian. And after the event, we began talking about what she had done. She runs a tourism business. And this tourism business, she says, Michael, I don't do any advertising. I put nothing in print, no marketing. I just have a website. And my business is bringing people from Brazil to Dubai on vacation, which is pretty cool. Now, she had taken a very long time to build this website herself. I explained that I don't want to get a web agency to do this because it costs a lot of money. Let me learn how to build a website. And so you can have a website independent and leave the IT aside. Not everybody is going to be a software developer. And so I have listed a couple of things up here about great programs from Microsoft that help you accomplish your business, realize your ambitions. WebMatrix is a program released by Microsoft about a year ago. It's available today to all of you for download. Now what is it? Because the name is not entirely intuitive. It is a program that gives you just what was discussed earlier. Templates to build websites in a hurry. We don't want to get bogged down in time frames to learn HTML5. We don't want to spend $5,000 going to an agency to build a complex website. Let's just do it ourselves. It's an easy-to-use template where I can edit, tweak, adjust quickly. And for those who are fans of Drupal and WordPress and Joomla, we have also interfaces for that. Let's say you want to build an e-commerce website. You want to monetize your business. And if you want to monetize it, you want a way to do this quickly. I was able, and I'm very low tech, I was able to do a shopping cart on WebMatrix in under 5 minutes. And we liaise that with PayPal. And we do know a lot of companies out there that are using programs like this to build websites very quickly to realize their business. So I encourage all of you who want to build websites. There are many programs from Microsoft. There's things like Expression Blend, Expression Web. This is a great program. Download's available for free, and we're getting a lot of popularity from countries like the US, Canada, France, Germany, etc. There are a couple of guys in the back. Hang on, a couple of guys in the back. Okay. So, what I have to say about Windows Phone, I don't want to get into the business of evangelism, okay? But what I can tell you is what the analysts are saying, right? Not myself, what the analysts are saying. IDC and Gartner, two of the largest consultancy analyst organizations out there, predict that by 2014, 2015, somewhere in that range, Windows Phone will be the #2 platform, the #2 most sold device in the world, behind somebody else. But we are not #2 today. Now, why is that? It's because it's a great platform. It's because we're standing today at only 30,000 apps versus the 100,000 plus apps out there from other platforms. There's a lot of opportunity out there. Now, there's a developer that moved from Jordan to Dubai recently. He has submitted a couple of applications, and he's a young fellow in his early 20s, he's made a lot of money out of building these applications. There's a Windows SDK available today for free to build applications. Compilation is done very, very quickly. And if anyone needs storage, I only have 10 minutes here. Developers have built apps very quickly and submitted into Windows Marketplace. I'm happy to share this with you offline. It is a great platform. Everybody's betting on it. Samsung is, Dell is, LG is, and Nokia has pushed out all the development for Symbian to Accenture, all 2,000 developers, and bet their company on Windows Phone. That is significant. All right, so I encourage you to consider, for developers out there, to consider apps on Windows Phone. Students, how many students are here? A handful or more than that. I guess they're just not raising their hands. In 2003, Microsoft opened up a program called the Magic Cup. The Magic Cup is competition between students with the most innovation to solve some of the world's toughest problems in association with the United Nations Millennium Goals. In 2003, there were 3,000 students in competition. How many are there today? The event took place in New York. Any guesses? 325,000 students compete worldwide. It is the world's biggest student competition. Those students that make great projects typically open companies, typically start a business. They will present sometimes to incubators, network partners, to VCs. And so we see it every single year. We have competitions take place in every country across Microsoft that we've seen. And here for the first time in the Gulf, we'll have an in Bahrain competition take place in April. It is a fabulous event. Now, the programs I've seen from there show to me the innovation that young students can do. Their creativity is remarkable. In Bahrain, there was a team that won 3 years ago, and they built something called a cash trash device. I'll be with you in a couple of minutes. That allows you to use a smart card and monetize the loot you otherwise throw in the garbage can and have that credit back to a smart card. A couple of girls won 2 years ago in Kuwait for building an ability to connect with a PC without, so if you don't have the benefit of a hand or an arm, then you can connect with your PC using software, an electric tape, and webcam. So, some very good technology available through DreamSpark. DreamSpark, again, is available to all students for software download. There are other great programs as well that I'd love to walk through, but I don't want to go through all of them. This is more about you and your time. I do want to run one video and share a quick story with you before I wrap, which is, you've all heard of Kinect. Kinect is an extension of Xbox. Now, Kinect was hacked about a year and a half ago, and we told everybody, don't hack it, please, leave it alone, it's for gaming. But it was hacked, and there was a bounty put on Kinect by an organization called Attitude. And they said, for the first developer to hack Kinect, we'll give them $3,000. It took a month, and it was done. And so since then, we basically thrown in the towel with Microsoft and said, okay, we'll make an SDK available for anybody who wants to build a business application on top of Kinect. And so we're seeing a proliferation of many, many applications for Kinect outside of gaming. And the GITEX, which took place in Dubai a month ago, we had a company, a partner of Microsoft, come in and do a big demonstration of Kinect for use of business applications. It's a great platform. So as I wrap, I want to run the video showing one application in place in Canada for medical.
Thousands of surgeries are done at Sunnybrook every year, and success depends on having a clear roadmap of each procedure.
For all surgeries we do today, really, image guidance is a key to helping the surgeon. It's like having a GPS for your car now.
And now, surgeons like Dr. Law are getting a helping hand from an unexpected source, Microsoft's novel gaming system, Xbox Kinect, which turns the player into the remote control. Traditionally, surgeons remember in that moment the information imaging like CAT and CT scans provide, or they can step out of the sterile field around the patient to manipulate the image on the computer, but that means having to re-scrub. Dr. Law says the application they have built on the Xbox Kinect offers the potential solution to that challenge. The surgeon makes simple and measured gestures in the air and can remain in the sterile field while directly adjusting CAT and CT scan views.
You'll see me controlling the X-ray imaging completely without touching or interfacing with the screen or the mouse.
Remarkable.
What the Xbox Kinect allowed us to do then is with a wave of our hands, all of a sudden the computer now is with us, moving with us. The images are right in front of where we're working, and we're able now to bring that computer as if it was the last member of our team right into the working field of the operating room. So by waving my hand, let's say forward or backward, the computer says, oh, you're moving the mouse forward and backward, and therefore in even that simple analogy, it allows us to go up and down a CAT scan and examine all the parts of the anatomy that we're working on right now.
Engineer Jamie Tremaine helped develop this new application with another engineering colleague and the creative thinking of a friend who is a general surgery student at Sunnybrook.
We're talking about, different ways it could be used. I definitely saw the potential for it beyond gaming when it came out.
Microsoft describes the Xbox Kinect as being fun and good for you. Now, Sunnybrook's application is bringing that to a whole new level.
This is going to change the way we interact with our imaging in the operating room, potentially forever, because it has really given us a new way to work with the images while we're operating without breaking sterility or obviously putting our patients at risk.
With Sunnyview, I'm Monica Mattis.
There are countless videos. If you go to YouTube and type Kinect, there are countless applications that have appeared, and I have to say that more are going to come because, again, there's a lot of relevance for the use of a device like this. Again, Kinect is the fastest-selling device in the history of consumer devices. That's it for now. I want to pause here for a moment and see if there are any questions in the audience. Yes?
You mentioned that a couple of years ago,